Hi, lovelies. Welcome to another episode of Talks with Loving. And on today's episode, we're going to be talking about homosexuality and the Bible. Yes, homosexuality and the Bible. Now, I know just saying this word might make some people nervous, but hear me out. Hear me out. This isn't about attacking anyone or pushing an agenda of any sort, but just having an honest and respectful discussion about this particular topic, homosexuality and the Bible and the church in general. Now, first, let's talk about the verses that comes up whenever people talks about this homosexuality in relation to the Bible. There is Leviticus chapter 18, verse 22, which says, "Do not lie with a man as with a woman." This verse is just telling us that mostly to the men, not really to the men anyway, but let's just use that example, mostly to the men, telling the men not to lie with their fellow men as they would do with a woman, not to have that sexual relationship with their fellow men as they would with a woman, right? I've seen so many occasions, or I've heard so many occasions where people say, Shay, the pastor said we should come to church as we are. Shay, they are the ones that said we should come to church as we are. This is this, that. So why are they judging? Why are they condemning? My dear, nobody's judging you, nobody's condemning you. You're permitted to come to the church as you are. You're not permitted to stay as you are. You can't tell me you've been in the church for over 2-3 years and you're still the same. What's your benefit? Like, what's the impact that the church has done in your life? What's that impact? What will somebody see and be like, oh, truly and indeed this person is changed? Leaving homosexuality aside, we're going to come back to that, right? But generally, you're saying, oh, the church said I should come the way I am, or the pastor said I should come the way I am. So why is he judging? So why are they judging? So why are they condemning? Nobody is condemning you, nobody is judging you. My own personal problem is that, why are you staying the way you are? So back to the homosexuality. So this is what the Bible had said, and there are other verses that also condemn homosexuality in the Bible. Now let's look at the world we find ourselves today. We find out that, oh, people are now taking this as a normal thing. Gayism, homosexuality, all this transgender, the trans men, trans women, all those stuffs that I hear and I see. And a whole lot of things happening. Homosexuality, see, I don't know, permit me to say this, aside the fact that the Bible condemns this, which is very huge, I feel like anybody that is engaging in that act is kind of psychologically down, in the sense that there are so many effects to this homosexuality. There are so many things that might lead to this homosexuality. I've heard from different girls that decided to be lesbian, that, oh, because they will never hang out with a man again because their heart was broken. I've also heard somebody said, oh, a fellow girl treats them better than a man does. I'm telling you, it's that funny to how people start thinking this is like a psychological change, and you may not know it, but that's it. You may not know it, but that's it. Anyway, I'm not doing this to judge any of us that are indulging in that act. There's still time to change. There's still time to retrace our steps. I'm just trying to say that if we know that this particular act is not good, only that, oh, this generation we find ourselves now make things very exposed. Like, nobody is scared to come out to admit these things again. But if you truly know that it was right, why were they hiding it? In fact, not even this generation. Some people still hide the fact that, oh, they are indulging in gayism, lesbianism. They still hide the fact because deep down inside you, you know it is wrong. Deep down inside you, you know it is wrong. So why are you still indulging in it? Why are you still doing it? I've searched. I'm not going to lie. I have searched, and I'm telling you, I have not seen the benefits of being in a homosexual relationship. I don't know. I've not seen. I don't know why people are indulging in it. But personally, I feel it's wrong. You can also, I mean, this page, this channel is open to every opinion. You can still drop your opinion. You can still drop your questions. But this is my own opinion, right? And I'm just sharing it. Like, what do people think? In fact, let me just ask, what do you all think about homosexuality? Like, in relation to the Bible, in relation to the word, in relation to yourselves, how do you see it? How do you see it? I'm not saying this so that you can judge anybody or so that I can judge anybody. No, I just need to see or hear your perspective. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not wrong. I've seen so many guys too that hate it. I've seen so many ladies too that hate it. And I've still seen so many people that love what they are doing. Let me just outline some of the leading cause of this homosexuality. It might be due to childhood trauma. Many of our parents might not know this, but and even many of us that still indulge ourselves in this act might not know that it's due to this trauma. Honestly, it might be due to probably when you were little, the girls in the house were getting more attention than you. Maybe your sisters, they were getting more attention, and because you are a boy, they weren't giving you that attention, and you just grew up to decide that, oh, I want to behave like a girl, I want to be a girl, going into transgender, and you being turning yourself into a girl. Going, in fact, I don't even know what to say again, because as you're changing from a boy to a girl, you are still going to hang out with men, which is still the homosexuality I'm talking about. You can't tell me, oh, you're a trans female and you can hang out with a man. That's still homosexuality. Biologically, you are not a woman. Let's just stick to facts here. Biologically, you are not a woman. In fact, otherwise, you are not a woman. You are only a woman psychologically. Yes, that's why I say it's a psychological problem, because this is what you feel like, this is what you think, and you feel like, oh, whatever I think, I can become, and you think, oh, I can be a woman, and you decide to be a woman, and you're still a man hanging out with another man. That's homosexuality. Changing your body type or going to do BBL and whatever does not change the fact that you are a biological man hanging out with another biological man. Like I said, it can be due to childhood trauma. Some can be due to environment. Some can be due to peer group. Peer group. That's why, to our parents out there, please, let's be always mindful and watchful of our children, our kids. You never can tell the kind of people they are hanging around with and what they are learning on daily basis, and what they are learning or what they are seeing on daily basis. Somebody might just be corrupting their mindsets, like changing their mindset. That's why I'm telling you, I'll still say this till tomorrow, that this homosexuality has to do with the mindset. It's a psychological problem, because you might not see it. Somebody out there might be talking to your child, changing the whole mindset of nature and giving the child something else entirely to grow up with. That's a leading cause. So that's a leading cause. Peer group, environment, the environment matters a lot. I've seen so many people, so many girls that grew up in a very rough environment, and at the end of the day, they decide that, oh, it's a boy they want to be, because of the kind of environment they grew up in. You leave being a beautiful girl that God has created you to be, to become a boy. All in the name of what? Probably trying to feel among, or trying to do what a boy can do, or trying to be. Don't you like being a baby girl? Don't you like being a baby girl? But anyway, that aside, I'm still talking about the causes. And you see, aside this whole probably physical and biological causes I've been listing, it can also be spiritual. Many of you might not want to accept it. Many of you might not want to believe it. But I'm telling you that it can be spiritual. Yes, as funny as you may think it be, it can be spiritual. In fact, that should be like the greatest is, see, if the devil wants to mess with you, it will mess with you with anything. If the devil wants to mess with your family, it will mess with your family with anything, with anybody, with anyone. I've seen so many fathers that say, because of this kind of attitude the child is displaying, end up blowing up and shouting, "You're a disgrace to the family, you're a disgrace to your generation, you're a disgrace to the, that's what the devil wants. That is what the devil wants. And the fact that many people don't even think to that aspect is actually another problem. Whether you like it or not, you see, the spirit of homosexuality is a bad spirit. It's a bad spirit. That is why the Bible kicks against it. So many cultures. What do I mean by so many cultures? Approximately all cultures kick against it. Against it. But what do we see these days? I've seen probably on social media, not probably, I've seen on social media, and I've also heard that pastors now, reverend fathers now, are wedding same sex on the altar of God. A man will come with another man and call him my wife. I don't know why this is seeming so funny to me. A man will come with another man and call the man my wife. And a woman will come with another woman on the altar of God and call the woman my husband. Let's leave adoption aside. How do you want to procreate? Like naturally. After you've brought that man as a man, you've brought that man to the altar and you have wedded and all. How do you want to procreate? Can't you see that you're bridging the original plan of God? Can't you see that this is a device the devil is using to get into the heart of people and to spoil the original plan of God? I'm not going to dwell much on this, because this is like one of the most controversial topics I've ever come across. So I'm just going to say very little. If you're indulging in homosexuality, please seek help, spiritual help, and physical help. Spiritual help, physical help, and mental help. Visit your therapist. Talk to them. Talk to them. I've mentioned some of the underlying causes of this homosexuality. Please and please, we can do better. We can do. There are, to my young ladies out there, there are beautiful and handsome, well-doing men out there that can still treat women as queens. So please don't use the excuse of, oh, men has come, oh, men does not treat women better, a woman treats me better. How does that sound? Like, how will it feel? I walk up to you and I tell you, I prefer having a sexual relationship with a woman. God forbid. But how will it sound that I walk up to you and tell you, oh, I prefer having a sexual relationship with a woman because she treats me better than a man? Ah, no, 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 no. I can't even imagine it. I can't imagine it. It's not nice at all. And to my very handsome men out there are still good women. There are still nice women out there, beautiful ones. In fact, the Proverb 31 women, because men these days are looking for Proverb 31 women, even if they too cannot live up to the standard. But that's another topic. But as I was saying, there are still good women, nice women out there that can still satisfy you, that you can still be in a good relationship with, and grow old with your children and your grandchildren. You don't have to be sleeping with a man. That is an abomination, according to the Bible, according to the world, our society at large. We can do better. I know we can do better. So, with that being said, let's not forget that I am still open to questions on my Instagram, my TikTok, wherever, even on YouTube. There, you can drop your questions and everything will be answered. I'll be attempting all questions on the last Saturday of this month. So don't miss out. Don't miss out. Stay tuned because it's going to be mind blowing. Okay. And yes, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you won't miss these videos. I mean, these videos, you don't have to miss it for any reason. Okay, so bye guys, see you in my next video.